I'm Alex Del Soro with the Rowers Choice Network, and we are doing an athlete profile. Now, you already know who this is, okay? You can see her on the screen. You saw us in the subject here. We're talking to Paris Miller, an athlete that we feel here at Rowers Choice is going to excel in the rowing community on the national circuit and hopefully on the world circuit. She is someone that is dominating at such an early age, and we feel that rowing just doesn't do it great. It doesn't do it justice. Rowing needs to elevate these athletes, and we're doing that tonight with Paris Miller. Paris Miller, you won the global challenge. You're no stranger to incredible feats in rowing, but you're such an early athlete. You've only been doing this for about a year. I want to know, and so does the audience, what was your athletic experience like in the beginning? Where were you 10 years ago? When did you start competing? What sport and what were you doing to lead up to rowing today?
In about third or fourth grade, 7 years ago, I started playing basketball. It kind of just started as like a backyard game with my brother, and we would chop each other up with our dad and everything. But it was always just a game, and then I ended up pursuing that as a sport and played it throughout junior high and trained my first year of high school, but ended up switching to rowing.
So, we brought this up off camera. One of the most famous basketball players of all time from Indiana, aside from Larry Bird, is Reggie Miller, who played basketball in the backyard with his younger sister or his older sister. The rivalry, the young competition between brother and sister. Are you still doing that today? Are you still competing with your brother at that
Oh,
level?
definitely, definitely. My brother recently switched to rowing as well, so now he's like, I'm coming after you, Paris, after your 2K, and it makes things a lot more fun for both of
Now,
us.
is he younger, older? Where are you guys at in age?
He's 16 months younger than me, so about a year and a
Oh,
half, just around that. So we're
now
close. He's taller than me.
he's taller than you. Now, I think the audience might not know this. You're 6 foot, right? Are you
I'm
5'11", 6?
5'11". Yeah.
I mean, absolute monster in height. That's incredible. I hope that my daughter is that tall. I have a 7-year-old, so I'm fingers crossed that she's that tall. So your brother taller, but who has the better 2K right now between the two of you?
I do, but it's not gonna hold up long. I can tell you that.
Well, listen, you gotta show that ego, okay? You gotta show it. You are 5'11". There's only a handful of junior rowers in the entire country that can break 7 minutes on a 2K, and you have done that. We're gonna get into that in a little bit later. But before we continue, there's one thing that I have to do, and I have to tell you that the commish, Mike Wallen, myself, Zach, CJ, we all want your autograph at the end of this, okay? You're gonna have to give it to us at the end. We are a huge superstar in our eyes. We want just be prepared. So when you decided to transition from basketball to rowing, what was the decision behind that? Who helped you make that decision? How did you find the sport? Because basketball and rowing are two different things. How did you
Yeah.
find it?
Freshman year, my mom and I were at the gym, erging, and I was kind of getting burned out in basketball. I just didn't have a sense of community. Nothing was really holding me there. So I gave rowing a try. And basically, the first 2 weeks of rowing, I knew that I would never wanted to go back to basketball. It was a sense of community that I never had with basketball, and I gained a family and a ton of friends, and I never had that anywhere else.
And just so we all know, so October 2019, what was your first 2K? How fast did you go?
A 7:43.
I'm laughing because you understand how fast that is. You're right. I mean, do you comprehend the speed that you have on that rowing machine right now? The fact that your first time ever is a 7:43. I didn't break 8 minutes my first time, and I was a freshman in high school. I didn't break 7 minutes until I was the end of my sophomore year. You're already doing it. Um, is it just a natural movement for you? I mean, or are you just that competitive? I mean, how have you found that kind of speed early on the erg?
Um, I don't know. I just got on the erg and 2K'd, and at the beginning I kind of had a little 2K spurt where I would 2K every other day just to see how long I could get it, which was kind of fun. But my coaches told me that was probably not the best idea. Um, but yeah, I just kind of got on and erged.
At a really weird time in the world. COVID-19 hits. Have you even had a race in a boat yet? I mean, have you even competed in
Yeah.
a boat?
Yeah, in the fall, the novice girls that I row with rowed at the Cuyahoga. We came in first, our first ever race. They My team is awesome. I could not have done it without them. We had the Hoover. I was in a 4 and an 8, and we came in first in the 4, second in the 8, and then we also raced at the Hooch, but we didn't place there. School is my number one priority. I love rowing. It's my passion, but school always will come first. My coach has us do 1.5 to 2 practices every day, keeps us moving. And then on the weekends, I'll do practices when I can.
So your father and your mother reached out to me and told me, and this is funny, and Becca did too, that after you lost the 3x1, you ended up going out and doing some ridiculous run or some crazy workout. It shows how competitive you are. I need to hear it from your own words. What happened after you lost the 3x1 minute 2 weeks ago in the challenge?
Yes, the next day I went for a 20-mile run. I'm not really sure why. I just,
I actually want to go back to this minute piece because I remember getting a text message or a message from your coach saying you tried to beat it again. You tried to go better than 3:33. I think the world record is in the 3:40s, I believe, or like 3:50. Do you know the world record for under 16?
3:39.
Three. You know it. So is there motivation or is there a desire to try to break the world record?
Oh, definitely. I've been trying a lot. I think I'm gonna give it some more time before I do it again, but I came closer the last time I did it.
So how close now are you to that world record time?
I believe the last time I did it, I pulled a 3:35, but it's in the air. I'm pretty sure it was.
Harris, you're 16 years old. You're breaking records left and right. Hopefully, you're going to break that 1 minute record soon in the near future. But you found rowing at a perfect time in your life, and you spent darn near 7 to 10 years playing a different sport. What do you say to the 15-year-old girl in Indiana who's playing basketball, maybe playing soccer, but not doing all that great in that sport? What do you say to her about joining rowing?
Basically just you have nothing to lose. Rowing is a community, it's a family, and if that's what you're looking for, it would be a great opportunity to try out. Um, and if not, you can just go back to your old sport, but it doesn't really hurt to try it out.
Talk to me about your future with IRC. I mean, is there a future of a national championship? I mean, is that what you guys are talking about, or is it more about the team, the community, and having fun? I mean, is there an aspect of wanting to win a national championship at IRC?
I think that would be awesome, and it's definitely not off the table. My team is full of amazing rowers, so I think it's definitely attainable, but it's going to need a lot of work. And I really hope that IRC can grow from this and become bigger.
Perfect response.